So this John definitely a conspiracy, a scandal, or like it's just a bunch of shit wrapped in one, man. It's gonna be a lot of loops and turns, and you're gonna see a bunch of just how stuff go now. For the most part, it's not just happening to me. It's countless. It's a I can not. It's countless targeted individuals. It's definitely a uprising of reported targeted events of people reporting these things, and we have to still take account to the people who really fall victim completely and just get labeled as schizophrenic or something like that. And it's mainly because they might have like little certain issues or not strong. That's why I promote strong spiritual foundation and just philosophy, stoic philosophies and things like that. It really will help you out a lot. Definitely dealing with this situation. You have to be bigger than this situation. It just is what it is. But yeah, it's just a bunch of bull crap we do have to go through. But you know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, let it make you stronger. Let it bring you out of this situation even stronger. You know what I'm saying? It's either gonna break you or it's gonna make you. But just looking into their tactics and the stuff that they do and people they try to use, it's like these people are just regular people. So at the end of the day, that is an advantage to us. If they're trying to do it, use people close to you like they are in my situation, just document things as much as possible and don't, like you might do have to cut off emotions and certain things to certain people because they will play this game out. They do have some kind of leverage over some of these people is crazy, or maybe they just, the monetary gains or whatever incentives that they are providing these people is worth more than you. But whatever it is, man, 100% they definitely be like what I thought is they had them like sign some kind of gag order, but you can't really make nobody sign a illegal gag order and make them do illegal activities. All of these activities are illegal, point blank period. So it's like there's no way you can hold nobody liable to a gag order that is illegal and make them do illegal stuff. So that right there went out of the door. Just seeing different people motives, and that's what you have to look at. You have to look at the motives, and you be able to put things in perspective pretty easily, probably, for the most part. And this is for everybody around you. You have to really vet these people and see how they can be used by these people. Point blank paid. And not only them, if they have family, and this is from my part, if they have family that influence them, then yes, their family can be manipulated, and then their family will be used to manipulate them. You know what I'm saying? So it's even in that agenda, you really have to look at, evaluate your surroundings accordingly. Every individual you deal with, I don't care if it's your mom, man. I'm seeing targeting individuals, mom and dad sell out their daughters and sons. I'm seeing husbands and sell out their wives sell out their husbands. This is what's going on, man. So yeah, we got to be very aware of who we are around as targeted individuals. I did not take this serious enough. Some of y'all probably have real strong intuition because they are targeting spiritually inclined people. These people are monitoring frequencies and all kind of stuff. These people have been studying us biologically. So they're biologically manipulating us in different ways, even using microwave weapons and different devices. This is why a lot of the people who go by chosen, who call themselves chosen, and they're really spiritually inclined, this is why when they start talking, sometimes they gag and, certain things affect them. This is not by coincidence. This is happening to them. This is spiritual warfare, but it is devices being used physically in this realm, and what's going on. It's crazy. But yeah, we gotta pay attention to our surroundings and pay attention to vulnerabilities and to everybody who's around you. I don't care if they're your children, whoever. You have to look at how they're vulnerable, how they can be manipulated. If certain individuals around you is gullible, gullible individuals, bro, you gotta really keep your eye on them. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? You might think they safe because they would see, and this is my case. I thought, certain people were safe because they was around me and I wasn't violating them. But no, you have to look at that. What if somebody was on the outside, just like they probing your network, they probing everybody around you, man. They literally looking for weaknesses in every defense that you have, everything around you. They're looking for a way to exploit it, and they don't care. They don't care about people's feelings. They will manipulate people and dumb them down and use and abuse them right in their face. I don't know if it's mental, if it's mind control or what, but yeah, people will become robotic, man. This I have seen with my own eyes. I'm seeing elders involved with this that I'm like, bro, like, and miss, you look like you have strong integrity. Why would how would they convince you to be doing something like this? But we living in a day and age where people can be bought. Some of the biggest institutions are invested in by these same criminals, man. They strategically spend their money, you know what I'm saying, in institutions of high influence, of things that we are dependent on. And this is why we must look at these things and we must take control back of these things, of the things that we are dependent on. And most importantly, at least making sure it's regulated properly. What I do say, because I'm not going to get into the pushing for certain laws, but what I would say, because that's a whole manipulation process we would talk about again, they literally exploit that, the laws. That's what they doing. They using plausible deniability to do certain acts. But it's really a lose-lose situation if we get into fighting certain fights. Yes, we do a whole podcast speaking on that. But at the end of the day, the three-letter agencies need oversight. They don't have no oversight. And this is very dangerous, especially in the hands of a white supremacist. And I can just go back to something J. Edgar Hoover said. The person who was the director of the FBI, they still have this man name up on buildings. But he said, man, the biggest threat in America is a black messiah. Why would a black messiah be the biggest threat in America? And why wouldn't it be no other color? And then we have to reevaluate and ask the question as to why did you dumb us down for hundreds of years? Why was it illegal for us to educate ourselves? Why is it a targeted attack against black people? You know what I'm saying? And minorities. Why is this stuff still happening in the 21st century? And how dumbed down do we have to be to see so many blacks and minorities included in this, in these tactics, these modern COINTELPRO tactics? It's crazy. It's disgusting that we are still dealing with this in the 21st century. But I'm here to tell you and show you just proof that Jim Crow is not dead. This has been happening to me for 6 years. These people have infiltrated my family and caused mischief. They do target not only me, but my other siblings and other people in my family. It is just wickedness. But I'm out of here.